Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to It's My Story to Tell. Today, I will be going a little bit deeper into learning about my spiritual gift. And I welcome you all. And yes, it's okay to leave a comment, as long as it's respectful. And I'm open to learning more about your walk as well, and good suggestions. So it started out at the age of, well, I'm 48 now. And I've been through so many trials and tribulations that I stopped counting the lessons and started to learn from them. Growing up as the seventh child has been kind of odd. It was like I was there amongst my family, but never really was paid attention to, for as with my gifts. It was like I was there amongst people that I really just didn't know, because I was totally on a whole different level because of the things that was going on with me, going as my spiritual walk. It was like everybody was busy doing their own thing and taking care of their business, their life, and attending to other things as well. You know, my mom and dad were married for over 30 years. And I was the seventh child, but I did have a brother that was before me, but he was treated like the baby. It was just like I was the strong one and the one that can take care of themselves. But at the same time, you know, I was having these experiences. I can truly say it started when I was having visitors in the spiritual world, and I could actually see them, but I didn't know who they were. So I just treated them like a person, you know, someone that was being attentive to me. It got to the point where I was eager to go to sleep so I can dream and travel while I was asleep. You know, I didn't know what it was called, but I could do it and just go visit different places. I remember a time where I would just sleep and get up and just look at myself sleep and go visit other places. And I was happy to do that. It's just like I was in my own world. But I didn't recognize what was going on with me. It would tell me I could find out things, I could see things, and didn't know how to really share it at that time. You know, as a little girl, I didn't know no better. I just wanted to sleep so I can go travel and have fun, you know. I mean, yes, we did family trips and all that stuff, but it's just like I was there. I wasn't really into all the kitty stuff, you know. Yes, I was a kid. Yes, I played with dolls, but my most exciting thing is when I would talk to the angels and sleep and travel. So, I mean, it was my comfort zone, so that's what I was comfortable doing. It got to the point where I would just pray and manifest. Didn't know I would just manifest, and I would just ask God for things that I wanted, and it would just show up, you know. And shoot, I didn't know, but and my family didn't know at the time either. I remember growing up in Atlanta, and my dad was a preacher, my mom was a nurse, and you know, I could remember this particular time when my mom was in the kitchen, my dad was in the study, you know, they had the church music going, and I would be in the living room. I wouldn't be amongst my brothers and sisters. You know, like I said, I was really a loner. And so I would be in there just serving God and just getting the Holy Spirit, which I'm just going with it. And that day I got saved and I was filled with the Holy Spirit. But while I was just giving God praise and just giving him praise, but I could see um, this, I don't know, ghost spirit, you know, from the corner of my eye, and they were just looking at me. They wanted to come near me and touch me, but it's just like I had a shield around me and they couldn't touch me at all, period. But I didn't know. I was like, oh, you know, I wasn't afraid at all. And that, you know, as a kid, you know, you probably would be afraid, but I wasn't afraid. It was just like, okay, familiar. It didn't faze me at all, you know. But as I got older, you know, I had begun to wonder um, what these gifts was about, you know, and I didn't know how to go and tell mom and dad about that, you know. I don't know, I'm a kid, you know. So I just went on with life, and growing up, I would try to help some friends when they were going through jail or whatnot. I would just pray, and this thing ain't know, the doors are open for them to be released, and we sit around and talk, and it was like, I don't know, I just was released, you know. I was like, well, maybe my prayers do work, you know, because I would just pray and just leave it there, you know. And as a kid, I wasn't just taught, okay, you just pray and leave it there. I was taught to pray, but to leave it there, I wasn't just pondering on it, but that's what I would do, you know, my intentions. I would put all my intentions into what I want to happen for me and for other folks, for the good, you know. So I would dibble and dabble in doing that, and but I was always special. It just, even when I was in very bad relationship, you know, and when I would go through my ups and downs in my relationship, you know, boyfriend, you know, my will say, come along, you know, because when I would get with someone, it would be for a while. I don't believe in jumping from man to man. But I remember this particular relationship that I was in. It had got so bad to the point where I didn't have no fight in me. But when I would cry and talk to my father, this thing, you know, everything was removed out of my life, and I was put aside for protection, where I couldn't be hurt anymore, you know. So at the time, I still didn't understand all of my gifts until after everything was over with. So I started looking back, and I was like, wow. I said, I am protected. You know, God have protected angels around me. So I still didn't share all of my gifts or talked about it, because I didn't know I should talk about it. So into this one particular day, my mom, yes, it always lead with my mom, because I would, you know, I hate it. That was mom. And I would share dreams, because he used to deal with me in my dreams so much. And I would tell her, Mom, I dreamed about my brothers was fighting each other. And you know we don't do all that. So why are they fighting each other? And she was like, well, they did. How did you know? Did someone tell you? I said, no. I said, I dreamed about it. So it started frightening her. It got to the point where she didn't even want me around her because she was afraid of me. You know, not trying to discover what was taking place with her daughter and why she knowing these things without anybody telling her or being there or being in the room and knowing what's going on. You know, so it had got to the point where, okay, my mom didn't want to deal with me. I didn't even want nothing to do with my gifts. I mean, I was like, God, I don't want this because my mom don't want nothing to do with me. I was already feeling a loner anyway, but it didn't go away. It didn't go away at all. It got stronger and stronger. I remember when I became pregnant, and before I could even go to the doctor and find out about the pregnancy or anything, he, of course, came to me in a dream, and he told me what I was gonna have, and that it was a girl, my first child, and she would be so special. So I already knew right off the bat what I was having, you know, and I still didn't pursue of trying to figure out my gifts. The only thing I know is when I dream, I don't just dream. I have visions, you know, even visions of not just stuff happening in family. It's outside the family too, you know. So, but I still didn't pursue it, you know. And that's just a little background of the little things that, well, really big things that I was experiencing during my spiritual journey, and accepting that I do have a gift that God has blessed me with. You know, He wouldn't allow certain people around me. You know, I tried to be, you know, a normal kid or a teenager and go out and party, but it just didn't sit with me. That this wasn't who I were. You know, it's just like He kept me separated. I thought something was wrong with me, but it wasn't. Nothing wrong with me at all. You know, I was special, and God wanted to use me in a mighty way. So here I am, 48 years old, and finally beginning to speak out on it. So this is just some of the background, and I appreciate you all coming to listen to me and walk with me on my journey. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And I will be back on here in a couple of days. Thank you for stopping by. May God bless you, and may God keep you. Bye.